Greetings everyone, please give a moment to make sure everything's set. Oh. The rumble is going. YouTube is still taking sweet time to boot up. I'm gonna have to wait to update the YouTube thumbnail in a little bit. YouTube thumbnail. Oh, update. Looks like everything is good to go. So let's go and get started. Of course, I do need to find a player. I believe this player would be good. One replay from today. English Mirror. No thanks. Gotta make sure we don't select the one we did from yesterday. Between those two players, I wonder. Oh, perfect. Here's one. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on bottom right side as the pink Holy Roman Empire with Ultimus Saros. Spawn on top left side as the red French with L. Louis MT. Who's immediately going for some of the deer, some forest puppers who are not in the forest. So he is killing off all the deer first. So probably a good spot for the middle would be right here. Maybe deploy it. Yep. And then focus on perhaps these two diagonal deer first, since they are the ones that are closest by. He killed off the deer immediately, so they didn't start running around everywhere. Pink is not going for the deer just yet. In fact, we are seeing a spearman rush for the Holy Roman Empire player. This is relatively rare, especially from a Holy Roman Empire player. Let's see. He's going for the deer first. Let's see, spearman. Okay, just rallied forward. That's in the shrubbery there. English. Let's take a look at the map and see. Pink Scout does spot the deer, so we start removing the spearman to somewhere else, I'm assuming. Yes, he's tasked them right there. That should go up the high ground. Got some 3 villagers on gold. He should. Wait. Oh, I was going to say he needs a bit of extra time to collect the gold, but he's already gone for survival techniques, which means he needs extra mining time to get his 200 gold, which I believe he will do it. Spearman not the most agile of units. Additionally, the villagers, there's 6 villagers here. He's actually rapidly seeing up gold. I believe he has enough gold to deposit on in. Yeah, he could just, there we go, all deposited there. Spearman stabbing away. The villagers are going to stand and fight. He should also just run. He has enough gold to age on up. He doesn't have to stay here. Why is he going for... Okay, now he's trying to bring back the miners there. The instant I see 200 gold, he should have immediately backed on off. Does get the villagers back to the sheep. Good number of them are wounded. You can always abandon the deer deposit and start collecting the sheep. For the Holy Roman Empire play, let's finally take a look at the map since that spearman rush is still ongoing. If you notice here, we've got quite a bit of wood down here. And you can get a pretty good safe mining spot right there, a collection spot there. Hounds and arrows reach out to here, so the spearman could torch on the mill. School of Cavalry now being built. Some early Royal Knights wouldn't be half bad, since he knows his opponent has gone for a spearman rush. He has now 5 villagers on the gold. He has enough food to age on up. Got a good number of sheep there, and I think he just collected up the last of the sheep that was on the ground. So the sheep came in the exact right moment. Aachen Chapel's likely the targeted age up landmark, in which, should I say the Aachen Chapel right around here, or maybe here would be good? To help influence berries, stone, gold, and wood. But he goes right there, which I highly disagree. I really do think right there would be excellent because of the gold and stone nearby. Either way, let's see. Deer deposit down here with some natural foliage. Red has his deer deposit right there, a little bit more exposed. Let's see, 4 gold on one side, 4 gold on the other side, and large gold. So this map has a lot of gold, to say the least. School of Cavalry is almost built. Aachen Chapel being built. And kind of clean up some of that wood. The fact that he's building it next to that wood deposit just means he really wants to push out some wood-based units. He's not going for a fast castle. He knows he's fighting against French, which means Royal Knights. He does have a number of spearmen here. Of course, they're unupgraded. And the French player is actually going for archers, because he knows his opponent has spearmen in his base. He's starting to fall back with those spearmen. Going to just try to save them. They will always be useful against the French. The French, or the Ulrum Empire player, has now aged on up. He has pushed the deer around. That one got a little bit far. But now he does have great collection there. Oh, and there's also one last deer there. Yeah, I still believe pulling it out over here would have been much better to get the gold, the stone, and the wood. By the way, Ulrum Empire player is not collecting or deploying any more units. He is going for hardened spearmen because he has existing spearmen, and they will, being upgraded like that can help out against any Royal Knights. The French player has 2 archers. Where? I'm not sure. Oh, there they are. You know, I was not sure where I was thinking about looking for the archers, since the archers tend to be, well, it's usually spearmen are next to the resource deposits, not archers. This game's already gone weird. We got the French player going for some stone. And the Ulrum Empire player is eyeing for Castle Age. So, a prolonged weird for Age 1, in which both players delayed their Age 2 with the survival techniques and spearman rush. Either way, the game is starting to go back on track. Either way, the French does have more villagers due to the nature of faster villager production at the town center. Was it 15, 20, 25, 30%? I think the age up bonuses are. Though, to me, this just looks, never mind, yeah. That is 15%. Round of palisade walls there. This will be useful. He has tasked a wall there, which is actually not... And I still actually... No. I still think I'm correct about this is a great spot to collect up wood at. Just gotta be careful not to make a breach. Rignig's Cathedral, or however you pronounce that. He is rapidly building it, and this will, of course, allow him to start picking up those relics with the prelates. And I'm trying to think of another rhyme. I'm failing. We do now have some stables, eyeing for a bit of stability, though he does have the Royal School of Cavalry and not deploying out anything at the moment, so I'm not sure what he's eyeing. We got a Royal Knight being put on the field. He's going for triple stable. You can deploy out a Royal Knight every 30 seconds, so 2. So effectively 200 gold per minute requirement. Each villager approximately provides, what, 40? So he needs at least 5 villagers in gold to maintain 1 production, so the French player would need 15 villagers on gold to support this amount of production. And probably or close to 20 for the food. I'd say that's a little bit too much production at the moment, to say the least. Either way, the spearmen do take a bit of volleys. Man-at-arms will be useful. He does garrison inside the outpost there. Wheelbarrow now being researched by the French. He also has already the mining research. The Holy Roman Empire player does have no research at the moment. 1 Royal Knight, or actual Knight, deployed in the field. And this regular Knight will do some good work there. He does pick off those spearmen, just leaving 1 remaining. He also got all the spearmen, and the regular Knight will go down. The Royal Knights hardly took any damage. The Knights were focused on the archers. So that's a handful of Man-at-Arms. The Holy Roman Empire Man-at-Arms are very good, but primarily when they get the upgrades. At this point in time, the Royal Knights does offer a bit of a quality help punch up against the age up, and plus the Royal Knights are in good numbers at the moment. They had a little bit of stockpiled resources, so the extra stable was probably utilized. Regular Man-at-Arms now on the way. And yep, those are still just feudal age Man-at-Arms. I keep on forgetting that fact that Holy Roman Empire players do have feudal age Man-at-Arms. You just usually see a fast fortress and you only see castle age Man-at-Arms because they just usually age up so quickly. Prelate here with a relic. And there goes the Prelate. Nice charging way forward. And honestly, he needs to fall back to a Prelate and get those guys healed on up. Taking time to heal them up with a Prelate. Right now he has at least 1 value's worth of Knight in damage. And so if you were to use a single Prelate, which costs us 100 gold, it will save them 140 resources. Primarily food. Some Knights are going down. He has some feudal age Man-at-Arms. Nice preemptive Wolo. Oh no. Okay. Sorry, I thought he was going to continue. Does inside that outpost that is only armed with an arrow slit, so it's not great combat-wise. Looks like it is an effect of the availability for emergency repairs. We also got chivalry research for the French player. Don't know if he's actually lost any of his knights. Yeah, pink only has a loss value of 90, or a kill value of 90. I thought he killed a couple archers, which costed 80 each, so maybe the kill value of archers is not accurate. Either way, he's lost no knights on the field, and they're all getting healed on up. That chivalry is providing some good value. Holy Roman Empire player has 7 knights on the field, 2 more on the way. French does, of course, have 14 age 2 knights. Ardent spear or veteran spearman research now on the way for the Holy Roman Empire. Villager does go down there. Right now, the French player, of course, has 2 town centers, which do have faster production speeds. French player is roughly at 2.3 town center per production queue. Holy Roman Empire player only has the 1 town center, has claimed 2 relics, for which the double value from relics effectively giving, right now, in comparison to 2 players, 2 relics is effectively 4 relics, and that is roughly giving him another 4 villagers worth of gold. But he's still far down 4 villagers worth of gold, and now the Frenchman has aged on up, gone for the guild hall. And now do have the veteran archer research.
Gute Leistung meinerseits.
Den Geheiß? Heiligkeit wirtet meine Schritte.
Das soll mich überleben.
A handful of palisade walls going on up, and they will be built in time. Red does have a scout here. Got a handful of arbaletiers. Veteran Royal Knight research complete. Not upgrading the archers. Going for a monk. Another relic has been picked up by a prelate. 1 relic is here. The other relic's over there. So Ink will definitely secure up 3. May have possibility to secure up 4. And now look at these villagers charging the way forward, eyeing for a mining camp here. There are some trees here, so they actually have less room to fall back to. This may need a warren to keep, plus a keep right around here wouldn't be half bad to help protect the gold deposits. Additionally, the French does have the cost reduction building around keeps. So going for an earlier keep wouldn't be half bad. Things moving around. Spearmen charging way forward. Now a whole lot of archers there to counter. The spearmen should be able to run the archers no problem. Got some arbaletiers. They don't have gambersons, so don't have the really good armor rate to fight against spearmen. Red's just falling back. Started stepping back with some crossbowmen. Bit of a spear brace there. 1 of the Royal Knights will go down. And now this mining camp can be torched on down. These knights could stand to be near a prelate. Knights charging way forward, trying to intercept that Royal Knight who was camping the relic. Red has picked up the relic. And Red should be able to claim out 2 relics, so it's going to be 3 relics, effectively 6 relics versus 2. And now Red's trying to pull out a keep. I would say try to push it a little bit farther forward, but right now Red's just trying to claim up that gold. Red has no gold mines active at the moment, or collecting at the moment. Pink does spot all this. If Pink would be a bit more aggressive to engage his keep, Pink would be much better off. Pink does have a larger army on the field and a higher quality army. Crossbows engaging. Red has to stand and build this castle or keep. After all, he must clean up more gold. Villagers look inside the keep now, which provides some good fire support. And Red is starting to slowly falling back. Pink did have a larger army. Red had a smaller army. Some of those villagers do go down. Pink has killed off 10 villagers at the moment. But Red still has a good villager advantage. Oh, nearly 30. Pink will likely age up with the Palace of Swabia. Red has claimed a sacred site. Pink already has a sacred site. Now Pink is advancing his way forward.
Beholdsamkeit ist eine Tugend.
Our archers and crossover arbaletiers here. I've got the veteran archer research now on the way for the French. Holy Empire player almost have enough resources to age on up, has enough food, needs a little bit more gold. And Palace of Swabia is being built. Ah, right there. The Spritskaya Tower, or however you pronounce that. No, wait, no, that's the other. That's the Russian tower, right? I forget what. I always get those two keeps mixed on up, the Russian Age 4 keep and the Holy Roman Empire, because you rarely ever see either of them. It would be decent in the middle of the map here, but he is not. The Palace of Swabia will allow him to fabricate villagers and recover his villager difference quite quickly. If he wasn't killing off those 11 villagers, he would have been down approximately 40 villagers, which is quite a bit of an issue. Right now, the French player has, what, 2.4 villager queues at the moment? And soon, the Pink player will soon have 4 villager queues. So Red will maintain a good lead, but likely what will allow the two players to even out the villager count is Red just not needing building more villagers. Either way, Red's not going for a large amount of economic research. Pink has not researched any economic research, which means Red's economy not only has more villagers, but probably is actually doubled. Amberson research, among other things. Knight down. Right now, the Holy Roman Empire players are starting to build out some horsemen. And now the villagers are out of range of the palace or Aachen Chapel to collect up that wood. Let's see a couple mills along the edge there for better drop-off locations. We do now have the red palace being built, which help them not only secure up this gold deposit, but also this gold deposit. Additionally, the red palace is a very powerful defensive placement, and this will provide a pressure or a bit of a containment on Pink's base. He could just keep stuff garrisoned in the meantime in there until everything else gets sorted out. After all, keeping the Red Palace nice and garrisoned before an attack can cause quite a bit of issues for Pink. After all, Red Palace is one of the most powerful defensive placements in the game, if not the most powerful one. As of right now, each one of their Arbalists does do 62 damage, 60 base damage, which will overcome the 50 range armor of a battering ram. Right now, the Red Palace will rip apart battering rams. Got a line of stone walls there. And Pink should be able to intercept these villagers. The Red Palace is now under siege. Good, it's there in the Red Palace. Red has a trebuchet pushed way forward. That's probably a missed rally. At this point in time, maybe we gotta either get another mining camp over this angle. But the villagers on that side are eyeing to repair up the Red Palace now. Don't think the trebuchet will be good for counter barrages. Oh, he's hitting that outpost there. Emergency repair can be utilized. Really necessary though. After all, it's just an outpost. An upgraded outpost. He's charged way forward to Spearman the Knights. Archer crossbows stutter stepping away. They have to keep their distance. The archers are elite, arbaletiers are not, and seem to be arrows being pulled in the field, and as well as enlistment incentives. Red Palace is firing away. He may want to get some more guys in garrison inside the Red Palace. No boiling oil just yet. And villagers charging me forward, trying to take out those trebuchets. But they will be intercepted. Looks like Spring Gulls will take each other out. Red's villagers will fall on back. And rest of Pink's army there does get cleaned on up. Pink's army is at 14 versus 36, mostly composed of trebuchets at the moment as well. Has a handful of spearmen and horsemen, no man-at-arms stuff. I don't think even blunt weapons or two-handed weapons have been researched. Yeah, those have not been researched, and those are just a staple of the Holy Roman Empire. So he's eyeing. Doesn't have the Menwar Palace to get out better horsemen and knights. Got a line of walls there. That is not for the Great Gatehouse. It's Chinese in this game. Is he going to build a stone wall? Or is he just using that as a platform for archers? Like, or is that just meant for a siege works or siege wall to protect his trebuchets? Those trebuchets able to range and stuff, those walls there? Well, maybe too far away. They would take out the outpost, but I think he built those walls a little bit too far back. Got limestone walls there. I think maybe eyeing for some trade relatively soon. Horsemen engaging these archers. Royal Knight will see bit damage, and only veteran Royal Knights, no elite Royal Knights. How's the guild hall coming along? Running is taxing the gold. Orange Players Wild Cannon. He already has a culverin. Maybe some Magnos wouldn't hurt for Pink, because he's fighting against mostly a ranged force. Crossbow turrets not being researched as Elite Knight and Canted Saddles. Horsemen move around. Got now the trebuchet damage research, which is what's called geometry. I don't know why, I just want to call this the Abacus, because it is an abacus as an icon. There's a red keep over here. No traders. He has infrastructure set up for them. Find the markets themselves. Red's going for a whole bunch of research. We'll get the rest of his economic research going. Geometry now complete.
Bien vous plaise l'achèvement?
Ja, bin bereit für den Geld.
Hier sind unsere Gehäuse.
Ja, bin bereit für den Geld.
Stable now being built here. Has a good amount of ore he can utilize for reduced production. Red's collecting up gold from multiple locations. Pink just has no gold income. Only relying on the 3 relics, which are nice and all. That's one reason why we're seeing so many horsemen and spearmen. But he needs those trebuchets to hit that red palace. He cannot advance near that red palace. He may actually do better just to garrison the red palace than trying to have these units fight on foot. Because red palace's damage output is quite large. He also needs to make sure his units get garrisoned there a little bit staggered so it doesn't overkill stuff as much. Like I said, to get out a variable rate of fire effect. His armies go on down. There's a bit of gold that Pink could try claiming right there, and does have some stone here as well. You can invest into a keep. Has deleted those walls. Biology, spyglass, and boiling oil being researched by Red.
Ja, bin bereit.
Bombard or cannon firing away. Pink tried to go for that gold and failed.
Mich gelüstet das. Mich gelüstet das.
Outpost with relic has gone down. Losing that relic is actually important, or at least the relic income. Horsemen charge way forward, running against elite knights, archers, armaleers. Elite horsemen, spearmen charge way forward. Good amount of siege weapons to support out Red's push. Trebuchets just trying to help. Red does through a feint a little bit there. One of the trebuchets do go down, and Pink does back out of the game. This Angrid saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And let's go ahead and find another player. Here we go. Oh, whoops. That's a modded map. Gotta wait for this menu to go away. I don't know why my voice is not doing all too well today. Also need to pull up the Rumble so I can see if there's anybody chatting there. I really need to do the consolidated, what's it called? Somebody showed me a plugin or something installed to allow me to consolidate all the chats into one. And I really should do that. I just been a little bit lazy of looking into it. Here we go. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 3 or 4 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Blue Holy Roman Empire, we have Elonia. On the north side as the Orange Mongols, we have Coach 4 DC Core 7525. I have no idea what that's supposed to represent. Either way. Would this be like a Discord thing? There's a hypothesis. Orange, the Mongol players eyeing to collect some fishies. Ovo sitting on up. We do not see a barracks just yet, or maybe at all. The Holy Roman Empire players just collected up resources at home, but we actually got quite a bit of wood being collected on up. Never mind. Oh, there's a barracks. Spearmen advancing. And for the Mongol player, just going for wood. Nowhere near enough resource to age on up. Spearman advancing, and we'll find the villager. Does get some good stabs there. He cannot deploy an arrow to defend himself. Is he going for a barracks? He may just want to just let the dock go down and cut his losses, because at the current rate, I don't think he's going to save it. Yep, he's just going to let the... no, he's still building fishing ships. It would take a bit of time for the dock to go down. He may just want to try powering up the next age. More spearmen being brought in. If he's able just to stall for an arrow ship, which is not going to be likely, an arrow ship will lock this all down. The Khan does get a couple arrows there, but the Khan's damage in this age is just 2, which is not great, and he cannot move while firing. The Silver Tree is now being deployed on the field. Maybe Iron Forbidden Trade. This is not bad for trade. With a large natural barrier in the center here, and this mesa. And he may want to take this fishing boat, drop off what food he can before it gets burnt down. Aachen Chap will now be employed in the field. It will be next to the gold and wood. Khan firing some arrows. And now with the age up, the Khan not only gets +1 damage, but also can fire while moving. So give enough time, Khan, she will defeat Spearman in 1v1. Even 2v1. Silver Tree migrating up north for the summer. Fishing boats are still here. Do we see any sort of... Yep, we do see a dock now be called by blue. And orange will see this. Deploying out archers. Yes, he is. Got 4 archers in the field. For ×2 archer on the way. And has plenty of stone for more archers. So he should be able to clear out the Spearman no problem. If he can snipe that villager, that could be very good. The Khan can help out with sniping the villager. And the dock will get built, which is going to cause some issues. An arrow ship should be deployed out immediately, though it does cost a bit of resources, food and wood, which he does not have at the moment. He's getting arrow shipped out. Granted, if once the Mongol player gets the dock built, he can take those 3 fishing boats and put them into the dock itself, so he has adequate storage, will have adequate storage. And now all the super being forced on back. And we do have an arrow ship here, very nice. And this villager takes some damage, but she does, or he does build it, the dock in time. And now needs to get in the dock there. Right at that villager. Takes out that one. The archer ship does have 1 range armor. Good damage overall. And the arrow ship does have 6.5 range. The not paying close enough attention does lose that fishing ship a little bit foolishly. And this is a naval arrow slit first. Okay, he's just going to decide to provide protection first, which also allows him to start hitting around this dock as well. Anything that pops out of it. He is going for Spring Gold ship. Mongol archers advance way forward. Got a decent number of Holy Roman Empire archers. 6 versus 6. Mongol archers wounded, so the Mongol archer should lose, though the arrow could be useful, though it is on cooldown. I don't know why, I thought that naval arrow slit was making the same sound effect as the Spring Gold ship. But nope. And looks like one of those archers do go down. Personally, I think the naval arrow slit should have the same animation sound effect as a Spring Gold ship, because it's 35 damage, which is roughly that is the same as Spring Gold ship damage. Fire ship does connect. And now these guys are going to maintain the healing aura. Going with another fire ship here. We've got a fire ship here, which the arrow ship could take it out. The naval arrow slit getting some good damage there. Oh, looks like they did add a sound effect. Now it goes like, because I don't remember that sound effect there before. Good damage there. Fire ship cannot take out fire ship in one shot. That was a very poor play there. Springbolt ship's going to stay on back, get healing up. The fishing boats do de-garrison, and just going to safe shore fish there for now. We have more archers on the field. Let's see. Mongol player has one arrow ship. And arrow ships are decent versus Springbolt ships. Don't doubt them. Believe it or not, if you get the arrow upgrade, arrow ships are actually more cost effective than Springbolt ships. And they still have good shore bombardment. He is using the fishing boats to repair that one up. The naval arrow slit still causing some issues. The dock, however, is now set ablaze. Here's a villager. He needs to go on a bit of a stealth mission, though. Archers getting some good damage there. Fishing boats getting hit. And no response there. And the fire ship takes out both those ships. Good fire ship there. Now every day you get to use a fire ship to take out a Springbolt ship and an arrow ship. Now we've got a second. Nope, that's still the fishing boat there. Oh, we got a pair of Keshiks on the field. Let's see. I just remember before, there's a whole bunch of stuff to blow on the field. But there's still stuff to blow on the field, not as much. 1 con, 9 archers, 2 Keshiks, 1 arrow ship. There's 14 archers, a handful of spearmen, and fire ships. He's going to try to push out. I wonder if that villager went down those passed over here. May have. So this dock will be burnt down. He can go for a safe dock over here. So both players are denied the fish, though I see another dock blown up by blue. And we've got a single arrow ship here to engage these fire ships. No fishing boats deployed out by the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, the Mongol player has quite a bit of villagers. Both players killed off 4 civilians. How does a Mongol player have more civilians on the traders? That's what it is. Oh, no, just 4. So the Mongol player has a 5-6 villager advantage if you exclude the traders. Maybe the Holy Roman Empire player... See, Mongol player did kill off 4 villagers. And some of these were fishing boats, at least 2 out of the 3. And maybe a couple moments where the Holy Roman Empire player did not have enough food to pull out villagers. That's just a theory at the moment, wasn't paying close enough attention. The column has gone down, and now these archers are falling back. We do now have another Keshic on the build queue. Stone has been largely consumed. There's another large stone deposit here he can always make usage of next. Ovo still has another 200 stone remaining, so 2 minutes. Airship getting repaired on up. And the Mongol player is just still causing troubles at sea. The Mongol player may have lost the sea, but the Holy Roman Empire player has not won out at sea. That's not the best way to put it. The Mongol player may have lost access to the sea, but has not lost the sea. I'm making some dumb jokes now. Now we do have the outposts being hit. Only a couple man-at-arms there. Overall, the Holy Roman Empire composition here seems very vulnerable to Keshiks and spearmen or horsemen. No spearmen in this group, though he does have 5 spearmen deployed on the field. 5 or 6 traders, so he does have level 1 Silk Road, getting a little bit extra food. Mongol player has enough gold to age on up. And does have 5 Keshiks on the field. There's 4 of them. Villagers taking some hits here. Late response. And that is the capital town center. Keshiks charging way forward. Do have 12 archers there, a little bit wounded versus 14 archers there. He also a bit wounded. We do have +1 range damage and armor, only +1 range damage to the Mongols, so his Keshiks are getting hit a bit harder than normal. Taking 3 damage per arrow. There's arrow, no, that's a speed arrow there, very good. Trying to catch up with the marching drilled archers. Third villager picks there. A handful of spearmen retaliating. Here being clicked on up. The mill is very far away, however. The Keshik does go down. Mongol players going for wheelbarrow now. Spearmen starting being focused on down. A couple of Keshiks charging way forward. And the lack of +1 range armor is causing issues for the Mongol player. A couple spearmen now mixed on in. Man-arms gains some good damage as well. Now Orange forced to fall on back. Right now Orange has a higher destroy value than Blue. Very good. Now we got a single fishing ship deployed out by Blue. Orange has 1 fishing ship as well, but does have 2 docks. Rignig's Cathedral now being deployed on out. And the Spring-Golden Archer ship will clean that up. No defenses here whatsoever. Orange may be able to fully claim the sea. I would say, let's see, based on these fishing deposits, go 3 here, 4, maybe even 5 here. So let's just assume 4. So go for 10 fishing boats, and then perhaps maybe 3 to collect the shorefish. And that should be adequate. Also has a good amount of other economy through the Silver Tree. Has 13, soon to be 16. So we'll have tier 3 trade bounty. Tekla giving what? 79 or 80, 7. Do note there is a decimal points when it comes to these values, though you just can't see them. If this is still the same engine I'm still used to in Cup Heroes 2, there is, I think, 480 ticks per minute, or per second? No, per minute. And that's usually how the manpower ticks. At least in Cup Heroes 2. Could be mistaken about the exact math, but it's been a while since I last looked at that math, or had a need to memorize it. Kurultai now being deployed on out. And we got the dock now set ablaze. Yeah, I think it is 480, because usually stuff is set up in like increments of 0.125 when stuff is actually like for rate of fire and things of that sort, which is still the same in this game. Things are usually visible around that. Keshiks move around. Veteran Keshik research on the way. Kurultai has been redeployed, maybe 3 feet. Veteran Keshiks got +1 range armor. I think he realized, oh crap, I should have got that a long time ago. Right now the Mongol player is low on food. Has a handful of fishing boats here. Has this naval fleet on patrol move. Very good. That'll prevent any additional placement of docks. These Keshiks may want to fall back. They can go back to the Kurultai, get the health regen, or to a shaman. Right now, the Blue has claimed 2 relics and picked up the third. The last relics are located here, which the Mongol player should have good coverage of that region, and up here, which there's a prayer tent next to that one, so I think that's going in favor of the Shaman player. Thank you for the, I think that's YouTube subscription. I should really make those have a different sound effect than YouTube subscribers and Twitch followers, because I really should be changing the sound effects. I need to update my stream on a lot of stuff. Got these units now, got a good number of crossbows. Beetle Age Archers is going for the veteran archer research now. These guys gonna get a lot of good health regen going. Good number of archers, a handful of crossbowmen and man-at-arms. So overall, and only 10 spearmen. He's not going for any veteran spearmen. But we are seeing the blunt weapons research.
Werden angeschossen.
Auf geht's, Kämpfer! Wir greifen an!
Was soll ich tun?
Spearmen right now have 20 damage, so 29 damage. And soon these man-at-arms will have not as much as spearmen, but they have a lot more durability, armor, and all that sort. And now I've got the improved siege engineers being pulled on the field. Some Mangonels would be half bad. He does get a spear brace there. Has decent number of archers going for +1 range armor. You got the Yalm network research. And here comes the Kurultai, giving him some really good defensive capability. The Kurultai is an excellent defensive emplacement. We have some Yalm network towers here for his trade. So maybe, nope, yeah, maybe one lacking in this region, but still has excellent trade income. We also got some Mongol men-at-arms, which probably just have something for a good front line. Keshik's now engaging. He's forced to engage the spearmen. His archers firing away. The Kurultai is providing excellent fire support or benefits in this region. And the extra damage that his units are dishing out thanks to the Kurultai is allowing him to punch through Blue's forces no problem. Kurultai has packed on up. There's a couple of small gold deposits that the Mongol player could try securing. Though then again, he has traders, so he really does not need to even worry about gold anymore. Wonder if Blue has seen the trade. I assume yes by now. You now have the military academy being researched. The Keshiks have a couple man-at-arms following them, so they're not moving around all nicely. He may want to split off the man-at-arms with a column back with the Keshiks, and eye for a bit of raiding. Got a good number of villagers here with a outpost nearby being fortified. It does have a spring golden policeman, but it can only store up to 5 villagers. So I'm trying to sway forward. The fortified outpost is not complete. Some units getting distracted. It's just going for those villagers. Keshiks are getting too far away. The Kurultai providing some excellent health regen for these units. Man-at-arms sort of being sacked a little bit. Now Orange sort of back on off. He may need to pack on up the Kurultai. He can keep it there. Has 5,000 health. Redeploys it right there. Now going for a big round of battering rams. With the improved siege engineers, he can also blow out traction trebuchets as well as mangonels. He needs to split up his fishing boats, split them up so it gets the food generation going. This one's hardly been touched. This one has not been touched. There's plenty of fish out at sea. You don't have to fish in the same watering hole. Now got a good number of battering rams. What type of oval research do we see? I don't see raid bounties or improved raid bounties or anything of that sort. Oh, he has the mobility research now. I'm not sure when he got that. Keep now being employed by Blue. I don't think that's... It is in range of the repair abilities, so this should get the... Oh, it's not an influence. He may want to build a house right there. Kurultai has repacked on up. This will also improve his batter ram's damage, so these batter rams will make short work of Keep, who also does have now the relic inside of it, but the relic does not improve range or melee armor or siege armor. So the batter rams will get some great damage there. We've got the villagers getting a bit of damage there, and Orange starting to get overran. So the batter rams did not actually connect to the Keep, and the rest of these batter rams are going down, and Orange now falling back. We now have the Step Lancer research now being researched. The Mongol player has enough gold to age on up and then some. He could actually eye just to buy a whole bunch of food. How many traders does he have? He does not need his markets. He really does not need those markets. 34, and all these guys queued on up. He should just go to 40. I don't think he needs more than 40 traders at the moment. Because right now he has too much gold. He needs more food. He does have a good number of pastures. He's building more pastures. Mangonels being deployed on out. We also got boar being obtained. Boar down. Got another spearman and crossbowman here. And he will start intercepting the trade. He can retower task his traders to go to its dock here. Not only be a shorter, but you also get what, a 25% penalty, trade penalty. So it'd be about 30, but 30 is better, greater than 0. We do now the White Stupa being researched, and this will be next to a whole bunch of pastures, so they will get their production keeps going, and you can get out a lot of other good research. 1/6 has been decaptured. Orange had both of them captured on up. And now this will also improve the sheep production, right? So we do have a handful of units moving around. It does have an outpost here upgrade for Spring Gold. Mangonels finds a bit of volley there. Mangonels find another volley, stones down one of the villagers, or crossbowmen, not villager. Orange is starting to lose some of his army, rolling some misses there, or dodges, really. Does recast his Mangonels there, hits some of the infantry. If he takes out the infantry, then his other units can push his way forward, as well as get rid of most of the threat to his Mangonels. Good volley there. Now Blue's archers and crossbows are falling on back, or just crossbowmen. Orange does not have enough large enough army to advance. He should not really be advancing at the moment. There's a big line of traders, 16 of them. Blue's now deploying out a keep. Orange has claimed 2 relics. You can get a little extra stone with the Tithe Barn, of course. More outposts going on up there. We got some Mongol horsemen. Not even veteran horsemen. Veteran horseman's research on the way. He's at least researched the early horseman, or the regular horseman upgrade. Because after all, Mongols do have access to the early horseman, which is generally a worthless unit. Veteran horsemen now are researched. Sacred site now being captured up by the shaman. Shaman, medicine man. Either way, we've now got the horseman charge way forward. There's some lance connects here. Blue's now pushed way forward. Round of traders just gone on by, so doesn't worry about that. He's also now going for the stone commerce research, which is best to go. It is a good idea to go for that. It's not a good idea to go with the improved one because it takes like a couple minutes just to get the stone cost even back. Defense arrow now activated there, give his units +2 armor, but that looks like not an improved whistling arrow or whistling arrow in general. Which the whistling arrow is an upgrade that people should get more often. And with the hand cannoneers now mixed on in, that will put some holes in his opponent's forces. Does have the mangonels here, a couple spearmen running around as well. Hand cannoneers and crossbowmen could head down south and engage those units. Now we've got these traders who are gonna get hit. Got a couple bombarding places here. Does not have gone for the Pax Mongolica, or however you pronounce that. Another bombarding placement. These two resecures trade. Some of these villagers are getting hit, or traders, and they're getting hit by lance connects, so that's a lot of AoE damage. They do move at decent pace, but lance connects do move faster. Couple crossbows and hand cannoneers now respawning. You can go for the improved Yam network as well in order to get better health regen on these traders. Troll Tire being redeployed there. Blue's now just trying to hit the trade because if he eliminates the Mongol trade, the Mongol player's going to be pretty much dead in the water. Mongol player's age 4, the Blue Room Empire is still age 3. Chemistry has not been researched just yet. He has also the improved wheelbarrow. Lawrence does have a good number of hand cannoneers. Blue does not have a Magnos, and so those hand cannoneers cause some big issues. Bombard does fire away. Some of these traders are quite wounded, probably sliced up by some of those lance connects. And the outpost will go down. House Swabia now being built. We do now have the improved raid bounties being researched. It's going for some building killing. Horsemen engage some of these units there. Some of the traders have gone down. Mongol player has plenty of resources stockpiled on top. House of Swabia rapidly being filled. Some of these villagers are going to get hit. Does activate the arrow there for a little bit of time. As you get inside the Palace of Swabia, which will provide some fire support. You can always just back on off, go distraction trebuchets or battering rams. By the way, the Palace of Swabia does not provide a mass amount of damage output. The column does go down, but the arrows start to consume. Crossbowman getting hit there, got the Elite Command Arms research in the way. And Cannoneer starting slow gone down. Chemistry still not being researched. We do now have the Port Architects and Chemistry being researched now, and a whole bunch of bombards. A couple of these elite horsemen getting hit by that keep. We do have this keep put on there. The Ovo actually has been, I think, actually replaced. He actually replaced the Ovo, not the lead. It got destroyed. And now it's going for outpost here. That actually meant for the improved Yam network as a possibility. Got a good number of bombars been pulling a few. Paul just trying for some defense. He really needs to get out the Pax Mongolia. Extra 300 health will go a long way. War Architects was actually interrupted.
Dein Wunsch ist wahr.
A couple of these Mongol bombars firing away with the nearby prototype. They have a massive amount of damage benefits, bonuses.
Mich gelüstet.
Outposts being upgraded, but also being torched on down. More outposts being built. Good number of bombard emplacements and a spring gold. Now, do you have the Pax Mongolic Siege Works biology? Not improved biology. Another cannon placement. Outpost going on up here. All just for the Yum network, actually. Emergency repairs activated there, both triple bombars with the chemistry and the prototype nearby. That thing's going to take massive damage. He's out of stone. And there goes a keep. That keep went down pretty quickly. Mangonels finds a volley there. Some Mangonels want to go on down. Good ball there on the crossbowman. And the health regen is affecting the Mangonel from the prototype. Whose army is disintegrating. He's down to 17 units. He's starting to build more spearmen, crossbowmen, and cannoneers, men-at-arms. He's low on all resources. Man as well, the Mongol player starts some fishing boats out of sea. And the shaman steals a relic. Another relic could be grabbed there, but looks like he only has the one shaman on the field. And Blue does back the game now. The Sandgrade saying, "Thank you for watching," and on to next replay. Before I get started next replay, I'm going to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. My apologies, I'm back. Let's see now if we can find another good replay. See, that was Cliffside. Not sure why I can't view some of these replays. It's a little bit too short. And yep. And seeing I can't view some of these replays for some other reason, let's go on to the next player. All of them a little bit too short. 12 days ago, 6 days ago, here we go, 5 hours ago. Yep, he is active. Oh, that's a good one. And knowing how bad my voice is right now, this may be my last replay for tonight. Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the Red Byzantians. We have War Spite with a capital 1. Spawn top left side or right side as the magenta French. We have Liquid Demu, who's immediately collecting up some of these here.
Ubi vado.
Red is as a cistern here, not collecting up olive oils. Just to me, he's going for the Grand Winery, not the Royal Hippodrome. Also not collecting up these forest puppers and their delicious venison. When it comes to mercenaries on the map, we could see Zunschnus, but of course that is on the wrong side of the map, so unlikely. And over here we've got some Musafadi warriors. Against the French, that could be decent. After all, fight against Royal Knights, that could throw your opponent for a loop. You get them in batches of 5 for 400 olive oil, so it's one of the cheapest ones mercenaries can get. After all, their base cost is 80, longbowmen are 90. Yeah, I think Musafadi warriors. Oh yeah, Zunschnus are also 80 as well. So those are the 2 cheapest mercenary batches you can get. Grand Winery now being built. You know, these berry bushes spawned out pretty far out, which actually may cause some issues. School of Cavalry now being built. Let's see now. School of Cavalry back there. When it comes to other map generation, deer deposits spawned out next to the trading post and to Pumbaa. Handful of small tree deposits here. A large gold deposit here, so this may be a good spot to build out some walls, like go here, here, and here, or maybe just straight across. This area is patched out, and you don't need too much walls patching out this area. Bit of wood in this region. For red, we got deer and boar over here, but boar is a little bit more exposed. And a very large tree deposit here. It looks like 2 tree deposits spawn inside each other. So it doesn't take too much to wall in this side. This area, based on the mini-map, this looks like it is actually fully walled. Just need to get a little bit of walls there. Magenta Scout moving around. Got the Grand Winery course built in the field. A handful of palisade walls being built there and then cancelled. Barracks now being built in the field. So what other mercenaries? We've got also the mercenary Camel Archer, which mixing a couple of them in against French wouldn't be half bad. Provide the camel debuff, and since they're archery, and they tend to stay in the back line, that could be actually a decent unit to mix on in. The other one over here are the lumbering war elephants, which they are all technically anti-cavalry as well, but against French who would like to rely on their armoriers, and they're heavy cavalry, so maybe not them. But yeah, I'm actually thinking people don't tend not to go for these mercenaries on the map. We do got the mercenary house there now, but I actually do think the Musafadi warriors and camel archers could be quite useful. Let's see what type of mercenaries goes for. Huh. I haven't really paid attention to the icons with a recent patch, but these actually look different. Most of the mercenary contracts look the same. Maybe I'm just going crazy, but these mercenary contracts looks different as an icon. Either way, he has not started researching just yet. Local doggo gained some bites there. 2 more bites and the villagers down, but the doggo does go down. Wall or gate not fully built. Scout drawing some fire there, and now Pumbaa will be stabbed to death. Scout does need fall back. We also got the deer deposit here. Red's encapsulating these berries, and also has 2 gold deposits not too far out of space, so establishing a keep here or 2 wouldn't be half bad. Magenta also has a handful of gold deposit. This one's far back and safe. This one's off the side in front, but claimable. And we've got a good amount of stone gold here as well. Over here, the gold deposits spawn a little bit farther out, but contestable by either player. Royal Knights get some torches there. Limitani now engaging. Wheelbarrow being researched by the Byzantine player. Got a round of, or a Royal Knight. I don't know why I was thinking round. I was thinking Age of Empires 3 for some odd reason. More Illumitani on the build queue versus Royal Knights. So overall, the Byzantine army is an adequate counter. Oh, looks like looks like they're trying to engage. Yep, they're trying to auto engage. Villager is now repairing up that wall. Trying to stab the villagers through the wall. And now here comes a Illumitani. Magenta has respawned in time. And we just got more Royal Knights being pulled up by the French. We got a round of longbowmen being pulled in the field. And a wall there. Or a gate. Of course, we do have a gate there. And we actually still got a good number of sheep at the town center, so he has adequate amount of food at stores, or in store. Just needs to be collected. Up north, I think that's the Red Scout getting hit.
Τι πράγμα θέλεις?
Olive oil being collected on up. Horticulture now being researched. Royal Knights charging. He actually has quite a bit of olive oil stockpiled up. He can get another 2 rounds of longbowmen. The longbowman won't provide anything too special. His one does have 1 range armor, 1 melee damage. The melee damage, of course, is free.
Ακονδιστής.
He is going to try to claim Boar. Okay, that's interesting. I was just a little bit confused, like, why is he trying to kill Boar? He's not Russian. Nor is he trying to rush. Either way, he will claim his opponent's Boar, which is clearly not a boring move. Royal Institute now being aged on up. The Byzantine player has enough gold to age on up, needs more food. Could probably take time to eat some of the sheep there. Got some villagers on the olive oil or olive groves. More longbowmen being pulled and out.
Veillance l'ennemi! Les Malsons sont ici!
Royal or Illumitani now engaging these Royal Knights. And now the Royal Institute has been completed. Paul is going to go for Royal Biology. No, it's actually been a while since last seen the Royal Institute. The Gold Hall is a very nice economic landmark. This is, after all, the 2 different landmarks. Is one is the aggressive landmark, the other is the economic landmark. The Royal Institute is the aggressive one because it gives you access to your Age 4 research immediately, Age 4 university research, and it will also make them cheaper as well. So you can get out your royal, not only your biology, but your royal bloodlines very quickly and get these guys to a pretty good, healthy 300 something health. And these villagers collect up boar still, got the spring golem placement on the way. Golden Horn Tower now pulled in the field.
intendeth, friend.
We do now have the border settlements research. And now the veteran Lumtani research as well. Plus 1 range damage, he just gets the extra damage with these longbowmen. A large number of villagers face way forward, building out keep here. And right now the entire reach, he could actually push a little bit farther forward the keep. Going for that gold deposit. This would probably be a great spot for the Red Palace if possible. So trying to repair up the gate. Lumtani and Longbow trying to spawn. He needs some crossbowmen. He has one in the field, one in the queue. Some villagers did go down there. And now Magenta's falling back. Good damage there.
Τι να το ξέψω. Στρατιώτες, ακούσετε τα διαταγή.
How's a gate going on up?
Ετοιμάστε. Σηκώθητε και κινηθείτε.
Lumtani and Longbowmen advancing their way forward. There's that relic right here. Magenta does have some priests on the field. One relic has been claimed by both players. And that's actually the location of the monastery. That's probably a little bit too exposed, honestly. But it allowed them to get out amongst the front line to quickly grab relics. Or has been abandoned, 300 food left. It's probably better to just let that rot. Granted, there's no rotting this Age of Empires game. Not many berries left there, not worth it trying to retask villagers there. Maybe just send one villager to claim the rest of that. And that villager does go down. Red's prelate does, and Magenta has got some guys through, and nothing to counter these guys, so now these villagers can rip apart. He does not have textiles, and right now and thanks to free melee blacksmith research, he's able to two-shot these villagers. Now he's going to try to break on through. Got a Wolo there. Should it perhaps put closer to these guys here to dissuade them from capturing it off? Bit of a flinch there though, wasn't sure. Spear brace there by Lumtani, getting all three of them. And all three of them will kill him in return. Red Palace not being researched there. The gate has been ripped on forward. A couple of drop relics there. But they're still saving this claim on up. Royal Knights charging way forward. Got some crossbows in the mix of everything. Going for more longbows here. He does have the veteran mercenary contracts. Only a handful of crossbows here, and they will get flanked by a couple of Royal Knights. Magenta's Royal Knights here are still in good numbers. Will they manage to get a Chivalry active? Now Magenta's trying to fall him back, taking too much damage there. Red Palace. Where's Red Palace being built? Not here. There's a whole bunch of angry spearmen here. A bunch of angry men of 26. You can tell they're angry because they're in red. But this keep should be able to take out those guys given enough time. Red Palace being ultra defensive location here. Probably could have pulled it right there. I just realized, well, there's actually quite a bit of natural barriers here. Palisade walls here, here, and blocked down. Has gone for a round of palisade walls here. The last of the deer being cleaned on up. Keep is still on fire here. Couldn't finish it off though. These guys have 16 torch damage, minus 5 fire armor. The French player has, of course, aged on up. Only has 6 Royal Knights in the field, and they're probably all very wounded. Magenta's now cleaning up that gold. We'll probably task a villager to help repair it on up. Doesn't have a whole lot of stone in reserve at the moment. Oh yeah, I was trying to like, oh, let's look at the guild hall, see its resource supply, but no, no guild hall. No, even though he has aged on up. He doesn't not need to worry about building a royal or a. Well, he still needs to build a university. This only provides the unique technologies, not the university technologies. It does include some stuff in the university. Sorry, meandering. We do now have the boiling oil now being researched. We've got some Creo siphons. They do siege damage, not fire damage. The Greek fire is siege. And the Creo siphons will take out that keep, no problem. Villagers are wounded. They're backing on off. Maybe try and collect some gold here. Nope, stone here. We do now have some research now being researched. We actually do have a secondary town center, which does have the arbalism placement. He may eye for a bit of trade. He can always get the whatchamacallit, Merchant Guild's research from the Royal Institute for cheaper. Another town center there? I am not sure what the French player is doing at the moment. Sure, they can get the arbalism placement. Or they have the arbalism placement. Got some stone walls being built there, very nice. Don't see any trade posts there. I'm just wondering, is he going for trade? Sigurdsite's being decaptured, or that one, yep, will be decaptured. We got a good number of spearmen and longbowmen here, all light. Handful of crossbows as well. Mining camp will draw some fire. I see a massive line of villagers building walls there. I don't know why I see all those villagers build the wall. All wall segments being built at the exact same time. It just seems humorous to me. Of course, got the keep here to help provide protection to this gold deposit. Plus, there's always this gold deposit here. Building some walls here, has a handful of Royal Knights protecting. They're not elite Royal Knights, so I'm not sure what he's eyeing at the moment. The Byzantine player could have been a bit more aggressive, but he simply did not know. Nice little fort there. Not fortress, or wooden fortress, just a wood fort. Creo siphons now advance the way forward. You'll find some stone walls. So does a spearman. We now have range armor being researched by the Byzantine player. He's still age 3. French player, of course, has age 4. I don't think he's even got any of his university on the field. Going for the Cantus Saddles research. I'm not sure the fire effect goes through the stone wall. Goes on top of the stone wall. And another town center? I think he's just going for some sort of cheap arbalist emplacement style. I don't know. There's still 750 resources opposed to keep 810. So it's not too much cheaper. Cheaper in stone, of course. The arbalist placement getting some good damage. And this is the town center variant, so it doesn't do over 60 damage like the Red Palace. Red's arm is now advancing. Barry's not being clicked on up, building more stone walls there. There's not any resources down here that's really important other than this stone. Town center was really sort of pointless. Diagonal placement, we got teardrop shields. I'm just not sure what the French player is doing at the moment. It's just, he has not built any military units for quite some time. He doesn't have a whole lot of resources stockpiled up. He's been going for probably too many town centers, in which he was already fine in village reduction. I'm not sure why he decided to build another 4 town centers. Villagers all migrating down here to the berries. Berries not a great food source, just a food source. It does have level 1 food collection rate, so it does not make the berries great. It's now advancing, trying to close out the game. Magenta needs to do something, or else Magenta will be knocked out of the game pretty quickly. Has 2 Mangonels on the build queue that can be very useful against this composition of opponent composition of light units. Additionally, since they're Castle Age units, Mangonels do very good versus Castle Age units. It's when you get to elite units from Imperial Age is when they have trouble, and then combined with, say, elite army tactics where they really start to have trouble. Not a lot of food income. I think maybe Magenta stalled out on food, which maybe not a bad idea to get the extra town centers, because that means you're going to need to consume more food building those same villagers. Wall has gone down. The Mangonel needs some escort. The Red Palace is here. The weird spot placement of this Red Palace means it can provide some good defense here. As I mentioned beforehand, it does do 6 damage with its Arbalest, so we'll do 10 damage per bolt against these Creo Siphons. And Mangonels do siege damage, so they did do somewhat full damage there. All depends on the splash. You have elite knights on the field. Red's backing on off. I'm not realizing how Red is in a good position. He has a sizable army. If he would have pushed forward this army, could have won. The Red Palace would probably says no to that, but I don't think he knows about that Red Palace. Monk down. Foreign engineering company now being built, which will get him some unique research for his units. Let's see. Nothing for Streltsy, nothing for Lance Connect, and Longbow will get the Arrow Volley ability, which is pretty good. And seeing the French Tenderline Arbiteers, that should be pretty decent. But the French player does not have Arbiteers. He has 4 Mangonels, so the Longbow will be countered, and those Mangonels will put some good holes in Limtani. No room to charge. That appears to be fully walled off there. Yep, I don't see any opening for the Royal Knights. Now the elite mercenary contracts. Probably gotta start going for Streltsy. He has a good amount of stone, or not stone, olive oil. You can eye for some. He is going for a Royal Cannon. Maybe the Hui Hui Pow could be better if he wants to do anti-structure. The Hui Hui Pow is a heavier trebuchet, usually only available as a random unit from the Cognitive Palace for the Mongols. And honestly, now if they rework for the Royal Cannon with this recent patch with the artillery shot ability, these two units are far too similar. Both are anti-structure. At this point in time, they need to look at the foreign engineering company and get rid of either Royal Cannon or the Hui Hui Pow. And replace with something else. Not sure what to replace it with though. We do now have this town center under fire. They do have the Arbalest placement, of course. Villagers there. He has 145 villagers. The town center will be quickly torched. Villagers do have textiles. And losing all these farms will cause some issues. We got Quadruple Mangonel heading down the ridge side. And the Royal Knights do find an angle on those Creo Siphons. Both of those town centers go down. Then we need to rebuild the town centers. Just rebuild a mill next to them. That ran a little bit short to hit those units, but all the units have gone down now. The mill could be placed a bit more there. Put another mill here, maybe here. I'm not sure what to make of these villagers. Mining camp does go down there. Red, attack the villagers, please. Maybe not.
Assez, je suis fier de mon œuvre.
J'ai bonne
Okay, I'm just
maîtrise de ce cas.
either way. We do not have the. Okay, they don't. Wait. Oh wait, that's one reason why I don't see the cost reduction. Yeah, just like. Am I crazy? Oh yeah, I just can't do math. I don't know why my mind was reading 120 resources, not 90. My mind can't do math right now. Bomb bar is now engaging the archery range. Was that the artillery shot ability? These are royal cannon, but I don't see the artillery shot ability on the royal cannon.
Une œuvre bien assommée.
Either way, it's getting some good damage there. Incendiary arrows, and now the merchant guilds. I get some gold through that. He's now trying to not get gold from the map itself. Our volunteers do have Gamson research. They're getting some good resistance. Royal Knights getting hit there. Mangonels being overran. Keep those go down. They'll just pass on the gold once again. Mangonels get picked on off there. All the Mangonels do go down. Magenta's army is disintegrating. He simply lacked a reasonable enough size army. He could. These villagers do drop off that gold there and make their way out of there. He does have plenty of villagers in the field, so he gets the merchant guild's research, but doesn't really have the population space to support getting out more traders. He needs to pull out military units with his remaining population space. Royal cannons for 4 gives a good damage. He has mostly food, a bit of gold stored on up. Finally gets a good number of Lumitani, Longbowmen, and only a handful of Crossbowmen. Getting some Schultz out now. At this point in time, maybe a good idea of the French might go for mana arms with his current resource ratio.
L'œuvre bien assommée.
Relics are now exposed. Red Zone is pushed way forward, gives good damage. Magenta just simply has not really been building an army. They're just collecting wood. He needs to build another lumber camp over there. Of course, he will be having the support of the Red Palace here, which will provide some excellent defense. Keep now being built. He actually could take his military units, throw them inside the Red Palace to get more arbalists firing away. The cannons do go down. The arbalist emplacement does have 10 tower range. The royal cannons have what, 11 range? No, 10 range. So the Red Palace can defend itself, though it's on fire. The Red Palace has gone down, just leaving the town center in its own arbalist placement and arrow emplacement. Mangonels have, or Springulls have gone down, just leaving one remaining, but looks like all the royal cannon have gone down. Lieutenant charging way forward, got some hand cannoneers here. Good spear brace there. Villagers trying to repair up the Red Palace now. He does have good wood reserve, and he has an expendable number of villagers. So it's fine if he loses some villagers. It also frees the population space for getting more traders. We also got a forward keep here deployed by Red. Magenta's just lost a lot of infrastructure, so there's enough population housing for everything. And Red does try to steal a relic. Does not work. Got a Magna or a Spring, or soon to be a Magna placement here. But the Town Center is firing away. Does have 50 range armor. Mangonels fire. Mangonels are soft counter the structures. And we've got this gold deposit being seized, so it has a decent amount of gold to utilize. Traders. No traders currently active, looks like. No, there's a couple.
Sont prestes.
And the commercial research will give him what? 1 gold every 6 seconds, so that's 10 gold per second. That will increase the trader's effectiveness by about 10%. Mangonel does get saved there. Some of these units are going down over here. Red's pushing forward, so got good number of longbowmen. Royal Knights charging way forward to their death. They're just being rallied there, a bit mismanaged. It's not looking good for Magenta. Magenta does have a good amount of wood and food at the moment, so get out some spearmen and archers and horsemen. Does have elite horseman research, so could supplement his force of that. In fact, horsemen wouldn't be half bad against all the longbowmen. They will have trouble versus the spearmen within the Tanny. I'll be collecting up more of this gold. Wood being seized here as well. There's still plenty of wood up here, so you can just migrate back there if needed. Holding oil does get dumped. Arbiteers does engage, and always activate the passive ability for a passive 5 range armor and +1 range. Magenda's now pulling Keep here, which could keep that Sacred Site at least to be captured. And it looks like this Keep does get destroyed by the Mangonels. Mangonels do outrange, so he does have some Royal Cannon. The Byzantine player has 1 Royal Cannon going for 1 Bombard. Horn Tower going for more on long bowmen. Royal Knights charging way forward, engaging these various range units. Spring Gulls engaging Spring Gulls. Magenta Spring Gulls get a little bit distracted. Some of the Mangonels are going down for Magenta. Magenta's Horsemen will be going on down. And some of Magenta's siege weapons are getting hit as well. The Mitanni and long bowmen charge way forward with a couple of Sharp Seed support. Mitanni push my forward. One of those Spring Gulls do go down. Mitanni's going to be overrunning the other ones. Horseman trying to engage. Got some Varangian Guard now flowing field. Bombard, Byzantine Bombard charges way forward. Does save 2 of those Spring Gulls. More economic research for the Byzantine player. The French player already has researched all of his economic research. Only has no melee armor research just yet, which could be important. Don't know the exact mathematics for a lot of this stuff off the top of my head, but generally more armor is always nice to have. Because sometimes going +1 armor does not make a difference due to the nature of what is divisible. For archers, range damage, they have lower damage, higher rate of fire. It's always a good idea to get range armor and range damage. Unless you have nothing that can utilize the range damage. But you still always have defensive placements. And there may be actually a breach right there. That looks traversable to me. The longbowman heading down south, trying to get the last of that infrastructure. Got some arbiteers pushing forward as well. Does activate the passive there, very good. We also got a single archer mix on in, and the arrow volley was utilized there. Horseman will collapse on in. This horseman could just eye for a counterattack. Some stone walls here. And we got various random magenta villagers everywhere, just cleaning wood on the map. See a decent number of traders on the field for the French. Appears to be 26. Apologies not being used by the Byzantine player. Got more royal kings on the field. Good spear brace there. We got a line of stone walls being put up by the Byzantine player. We got quite a bit of segmentation on the map with the walls. Reduce the mobility of the French player. Turn over on that spring gold, but he will save the spring gold. And the French player now has 171 civilians. That is far, far too many. He's not going to pull out any sort of army size. Magenta's villagers right there. Okay. And there is 38. I say 38 is acceptable number to lose. Do not keep there. Of course, I'm trying to find a way around, but Red has done a good job of walling off everything. We got now villagers pushing forward. Magenta should be able to keep built. And apparently boiling oil is pretty effective against villagers because you don't have textiles. The boiling oil is 32 damage, and almost all those guys went down to boiling oil. Let's just say I've never really know the mathematics behind unupgraded villagers with versus boiling oil of a keep. That usually doesn't happen. Speaking about stuff, we got a keep here. Large stuff queued on up, but all this stuff will go on down. And more stone walls going on up. The French player could eye for some... Here we go, we got some siege workshops here. Eye for some proxy battering rams. And he may be able to break through this wood. Red has great field control, but Magenta is just being sort of annoying here. Red does delete a wall segment there. The Bombard Royal Cannon does get close. It does have 10 range. It can back off to avoid the arrow fire. But the Arbalest placement does have 9.5 range, so he should be able to outrange it. Boiling oil gets a bit damage there. And looks like all these blows going down. Acceptable losses for Magenta. Veterans push forward. We got olive groves here, but no mill. Okay, I think I'm just going crazy. Nope, there's an unbuilt mill. What? Okay, I am just out of it. Like, none of this sort of making sense to me. He needs to build that mill because there are long distance harvesting. Red has an excellent amount of infrastructure here. Jaco's cleaning up some more wood here. And now with a lack of civilians, he can now actually deploy out military units who still are getting corralled on in. Looks like a couple horsemen managed to squeeze on through. If Mitch is able to push this area, this would destroy a large amount of reinforcement infrastructure. It'd be hard to displace all that. The Byzantine player has plenty of food and gold stored on top. And the Byzantine player does, of course, have his own traders. Currently, approximately 34. Which they do have a bit better collection rate due to the fact that you also get, what, plus 20 or 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number. 25% extra olive oil drop-off? I don't remember the exact number Plus 13 out of 66. 10% would be 6 or 7. 20% would be double that, so it looks like it's 20% extra olive oil drop off. While the commerce trade only gives the French player plus 10% extra gold, roughly.
J'arrête presque pour aller.
Very nice amount of gold per load, though. And Magenta's pushing forward, taking out this infrastructure, but I just realized Red is pushing forward, hitting some of these traders. He does have replacement he can always make. Those are trying to build some more walls or gate keep here. Royal Knights are flanking around as well. French player could go for more traders to replace his lost civilian workforce. Needs more gold, has a bit of food, and way too much wood, honestly. He may actually have enough wood for the rest of the game, though I've said that before and I've always been wrong. Those can be retested on the farms. Villagers trying to rebuild some of these walls. These also are red walls there. And now Magenta's down to 95 civilians versus 97. Both players lost quite a bit of civilians. Got some horsemen still moving around over here. First, that will be cleaned on up. Red does cancel those walls. Magenta's will rebuild his walls. Now Ironfire counterattack does have a keep here. Walls have been built. Not full. 1,500 gold remaining there. It's not too bad. Got horsemen and knights supported up by the French. The Byzantine player is going for a large number of cataphracts. Also still has a good number of Lumitani. So he does have adequate counterforce.
This task is
Heroes haven't gone in the field, help punch through this wall. Does need to punch through his own wall. More wall segments going down. There's also that gold deposit he could claim. 5,000 gold left there. Where did that Creo Siphon go? Am I crazy? Oh yeah, it's just right in front of me.
Nous allons avoir les commandements.
Lumber camps go down there. Ah, that's why. And build some more walls. And double layering the wall. Bit of a fat slob. And red does get pathing issues. We also got a gold deposit here. Nearly 2,000 gold. The last of that gold just got picked on up, so now there's no opening over there. Gate does go down. Magenta, let's see. We'll think they'll win the game. Destroy the Four Engineering Company, the Capital, the Golden Horn Tower, and the Grand Winery. So maybe he could just try and go for the throat and win the game. Magenta is opening more walls here. Spent too much time building that gate up. He has good amount of artillery here, so Magenta could straight up win the game. Red's army is way out of position. We have this force here. Some of this force could push on back. There goes the Grand Winery that may have been... Oh no, he doesn't have the artillery shot ability. Because he's not Royal Cannon, just regular cannon. Foreign engineering companies right there. Lumitani going straight for the bombards. Capital goes down. Horn Tower right there. Bombards will go down. He has plenty of food. And I found a good number of villagers there. Looks like he's just trying to go for villager kills, not necessarily trying to go for the win. Killing villagers more or less can be a win as well. He does, however, 7,000 olive oil sword and resources, and as well as other resources, so he can recover from catastrophic losses. And with the catastrophic losses, he will get a larger army on the field than his pumpkin field. Villagers trying to rapidly rebuild the capital. Magenta has another reinforcement wave of Royal Knights. Is this not doing damage? Okay, he is doing damage. He does find another town center there, which will hurt the Byzantine recovery. He does, of course, have access to traders. And there's also an airlock there, so that's a double layer there. He won't be able to break through that. So his trade post is safe. The Golden Horn Tower is still at full health, as well as the Foreign Engineering School, so he's not going to lose the game anytime soon. Military now engaging. The French also has 7,000 wood. That's, yeah, don't need any more villagers on wood. I think whatever remaining. Yeah, he only has 13 villages there. Maybe just set that down to 3. Royal Knights being rallied in the wrong spot. Royal Knights moving around. Magenta is falling back. We got a decent number of cataphracts here. And right now, the Byzantine players just mass producing cataphracts. Cataphracts are very population efficient. They have 35 damage versus, 42. Huh, I thought the cataphracts had higher damage. Oh no, that was just the canted saddles effect, so they have 32 damage. Cataphracts do have higher damage and as well as higher health, nearly 500 versus 364. Of course, while cataphracts are much more population efficient than Royal Knights, they cost a lot more as well. Oh boy, that is bad pathing. Magenta should be a hold. He needs to cap that army split around. Red has a decent army here. Has an army of 116 versus just 47. He's trying to build up more Royal Knights and now going for some Hand Cannoneers. Honestly, regular Archers may be the most cost-effective unit right now since he's fighting against a good number of Lumitani, but Hand Cannoneers is not bad for that either. Varangian Guard being engaged by the various horsemen. Magenda's now pushing down south. Zandy player is actually a little bit low on wood. Luckily, Lumitani are actually cheaper in wood than standard spearmen. They cost more on food, which is very nice. We got a good number of Royal Knights in this region. Cataphracts and Royal Knights now engaging us. The Cataphracts will get surrounded, but he does use Trample there to let someone push on by. He's trying to go for the traders, I think. Lumitani push way forward. Does have one Royal Cannoneer for anti-walls. And Cannoneers will get ripped apart. Cataphracts there will be cleaned on up. Red's having trouble remaxing. He's not building enough military units in the field. He hasn't broke through this wall yet. I'm not sure what Red is eyeing. The capital has been rebuilt, so has the Grand Winery. Only one rock has been put back into it. Glasses Gold being claimed on up. House's traders. 37 is a good number. Wait a second. Nope, that number of traders are actually the Byzantine numbers. He actually has about 14, 15 traders, so not a whole lot. This is his actual trader number. Nutani and Landsconnect falling him back. He has a good number of Streltsy on the field, which he could actually put the Streltsy on top of the high ground there, and so the war on top of these walls, he should put the Streltsy on top of the walls there. The Royal Knights won't be able to hit them. And we got more stone walls being rebuilt here. And looks like the cannon does get caught up on the terrain. Yep, they're projectiles. They do get intercepted. Oh, and I'm out of hard drive space, so this recording will not be uploaded. Red is now being engaged. Bombar does go down. Lumitani pushes forward with a villager. Royal Knights are able to push on forward. They have the high quality. Break on forward, gets good damage. Red is having trouble remaxing. Has consumed all the olive oil. Going for more Lance Connects, more Cataphracts. Needs more than candy. Royal Knights can be very hard to deal with when they get in mass numbers like that. Spearman charging right forward, Lumitani, but just get a good flank there. Lance Connects can get some great damage there in the back line. Units get cleaned on up, roll cannons push forward, taking out some more infrastructure. Cannons to go down, roll cannon being engaged. Red's roll cannon does go down. Lumitani charge way forward to engage these horsemen cataphracts. Passives now activated there. Royal Knights still here in good numbers, trying to counterattack these forces. We'll break on through. There's some choke points here, which can cause some issues. Cataphracts could charge way forward, rendering trample and vulnerability. These guys are getting sent to a slaughter. Great defensive position there by Red. Royal Cannons just engages various infrastructure. The Byzantine player is out of food. Forces making their way down south. These crossbowmen, arbaletiers, advancing way forward. Good spear brace there. Royal Knights taking some damage. And the Red's army will be cleaned on up. He just needs more food. Let's see. He has 29 villagers in food. I think he has adequate number of traders. He just needs to get more villagers in food. He must have some olive groves, untended olive groves. Yeah, looks like a handful there he needs to get on to. He's also still had 83 villagers. He's not been getting in, he doesn't have enough civilians on the field, does he? He's rebuilding villagers. He has torched down some of his extra town centers. So that raid earlier was doing some great damage. That did some great damage. Horsemen push way forward with some arbaletiers. The French player has consumed quite a bit of his food reserves, so has plenty of gold and still plenty of wood. Horsemen try to push way forward. There's gotta be an opening right there, right? 6-side victory for Magenta. Boys instructions starting to go on down, which will buy Red some time. And Red does back the game now. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next play. And see, my hard drive space is full, and my voice is starting to go out. I'm going to call the stream a little bit early. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.